man, so Andre August, after being knocked out by Jake Paul, deleted his Instagram, okay? He deleted his Instagram. But ever since yesterday that Jake Paul knocked him out, right, with that uppercut, I've been seeing a lot of people in comments and videos saying this was rigged. He took a dive. He took the money and he took a dive. Oh, he was a professional boxer. How can he get knocked out by Jake Paul? He was this, he was that, he was that. And I even saw some people say the knockout was fake. Bro, that's not fake. In another angle, you see like his eyes roll back of his head. Look, his head bounces on the floor. That was not a fake knockout, bro. That was just a good uppercut by someone that's been working hard, really hard for the past few years, and he has unlimited resources, unlimited money, bro. He could get the best trainers, best equipment. He has time. He doesn't need to worry about money, bro. And this is what he wants to do. Now, I'm not the biggest Jake Paul fan. I'm not. I watch all his fights, and I used to be a bigger fan. I'm a bigger fan now than I used to be. But I'm not trying to protect Jake Paul. I don't care, dog. I'm actually like saying something opposing this, right? Now, this was a perfect knockout. It was. Round one, it was anyone who knocks someone out in round one is impressive. But here's the thing. I see some people saying professional boxer. Andre August was a professional boxer. You guys don't understand what a professional boxer is. Being called a professional boxer doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't. Because some of you have started watching boxing when Jake Paul started boxing or when KSI started boxing and never watched boxing before that. Or you guys have never seen other fights besides their fight. Now, I used to box a little, right? I boxed for like 4 years in Wildcard Gym. I wasn't anything special. I'm not trying to say I was good. If you don't know what Wildcard Gym is, go look it up. But I met a lot of professional boxers, okay? And I met a lot of high trainers, like really good trainers. And I spoke to them. I was around them. I was training there. I was seeing a lot of different people, a lot of different boxers. Now, getting to the NBA, okay, professional basketball, getting to the NFL, professional football, is completely different than becoming a professional boxer. It's completely different. You guys know this. To get to the NBA or to get to the NFL, it takes like less than 1% get to it. The road is very, very hard, bro. You need to be amazing, right? You need to just be, and you need some luck too. But you need to be amazing to get to those places. But becoming a professional boxer, even though for a lot of people it's hard, like when you see the good boxers, the Devin Haney's, the Mayweathers, the Canelo, the Pacquiao's, Mike Tyson, like all these good boxers, right, that you guys always hear about, we always watch, those guys, it was very hard road, like to get to that good, elite, great GOAT status, right? But to become a professional boxer itself is not hard. All you need to do, and a lot of people don't know this. I was telling someone yesterday on Twitter, and they couldn't believe me. They're like, what do you mean? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, dog, that's how you get it. So you sign up to a boxing gym, right? You find a trainer, you start training a little, right? Whatever time passes. You have a couple amateur fights. Now, each state is different. Like, each state gives their pro card differently, but they're all kind of similar, right? You have a couple amateur fights with some bums. You win or whatever, and you go apply. When you think you're ready, you apply for your pro card. They do a physical. They see if you're capable, if you don't have any disease. Some places check for like HIV, hepatitis, like stuff like that. They see that you're healthy. Here you go, brother. Here's a pro card. Now you're a professional boxer. So when people say professional boxer, I don't think, like me, I've been watching boxing for a long time. I've been around boxing. I don't immediately think, oh my God, he's a professional boxer. He's going to smoke Jake Paul. Now, Jake Paul is great at marketing, right? He's great at marketing, and in my opinion, he's taking the right road. Fighting this guy was the right thing for him to do for his career because he wants to actually become a good boxer. But Jake Paul, this whole time, first of all, the build-up was nothing. Like, they barely promoted him, right? Like, it was kind of weird too, but this whole time, Jake Paul was like, I'm fighting a 10-1 boxer. He has way more experience than me. He has way more experience than me. He has more knockouts than me. He's this, that. But when I saw this guy's record, and when I saw who he fought, I saw a couple of highlights of his. You know, I saw a couple of highlights of his. I'm like, bro, this guy does not take boxing. This is someone he fought. I'm like, dog, this guy does not take boxing serious. Maybe at one point of his career or at one point of his life, he took it serious. But as soon as I saw this, I even made a video. I'm like, dog, this guy doesn't take it serious. This guy's 31 years old, right? 35 years old. In the last like 3-4 years, he's fought once besides the Jake Paul fight. He's fought once. So clearly, his career is not boxing. Even if it was, you don't make a lot of money. Only the good ones make money. Like people like this make like a few $100s a fight. They go to hotels, they go to this, like random places. They barely make any money. Now, and once again, this guy was 35 years old. He's fought once in the last few years, man. He turned professional in 2013. In 2013, he was 25 years old. So what was he doing before that? And you could tell he doesn't have many fights. Him being 35 years old and having 11 fights, man, that's not impressive. And the people he fights, they're like literally nobodies, bro. They're bums. But that's what you gotta do, and that's what Jake Paul's doing. In the beginning of a boxer's career, they fight bums. The first, I don't know how many fights, everyone's different. 10 fights, 15 fights, 20 fights. You fight bums to build up your record, right? To have that 10-0, 20-0 record and get confidence and become good and get noticed. And that's what Jake Paul is doing. And that's what I give him credit for, right? He told us what he's doing. He told us that, hey, in the beginning of everyone's career, Canelo's, everyone's, bro, they fight bums. Just go look at their record. The first 20, 30 fights, depending on who you are and how many fights you have, you fight bums. You guys know Devin Haney, right? The guy who just beat Regis Prograis at 140. He was the undisputed at 135, vacated his belt. Devin Haney. I'm sure if you know boxing, you know Devin Haney. Devin Haney, I believe, lived in Mexico for like 3 years. I think in Tijuana, he lived there for 3 years. And he fought like 15 fights or so in Mexico. He fought bums, but that's what you gotta do, bro. And that's what Jake Paul is doing. What I'm trying to say is just because someone is a professional boxer, don't think they're great. Don't think they're even good. I swear, I live in a city, I don't live here, this is my business, but I'm in a city right now in Los Angeles. There's like 4 boxing gyms around me. It's like, there's a lot of boxing gyms around here. And I've been to some, like I could go to any gym and see a professional boxer, a few of them. But they're professional boxers. Maybe they're pursuing it. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're not good. But they're pro boxers. It's different than NBA, NFL. And I know a lot of people, I'm saying this because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of these guys have jobs. I saw somewhere that Andre August was a bartender. You know, like I said, I used to box. So I wasn't good. Here's a quick story. I wasn't good. I was trying to become good, and I love boxing. I was trying to become good, but it wasn't for me, man. I'm short. I'm heavy, and my arms are short. But after a year of training, my trainer's like, okay, you're gonna spar today against a professional. And I'm like, and back then I was ignorant. I didn't know. Just like many people, I was like, bro, I'm gonna spar a professional. I'm gonna die, bro. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. So this guy worked at Home Depot, right? If you guys know what Home Depot is, I'm sure most of you know. You guys know this guy worked at Home Depot, and he was a professional boxer. So we're sparring, and I'm scared, right? And I'm not scared, like, I'm just nervous because he's a professional boxer. So I'm sparring him, and I'm getting the best of him, right? And we're not going hard, but like, I'm like, damn, this guy's a professional boxer. And then afterwards, I spoke to my trainer, I spoke to some fighters, and they told me what's up. They told me that, dog, just because you're a professional boxer doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're good. It just means you got your pro card, you've been training. There's a lot of bums that are professional boxers. Now, once again, if you get to that good level, a lot of people work really hard to become good. Very hard. Boxing is a very lonely sport, very brutal sport, and it takes a lot to become good. But it doesn't take a lot to become a professional boxer. So that's all I'm trying to say, man. But props to Jake Paul. That was a great knockout, man. It's not rigged. The guy didn't take a dive. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he didn't take a dive, man. Like, wow, bro, you want to get knocked out, bro, for a few $1,000s? Come on, dog. And I'm sure that he didn't get paid a lot, man. We don't know how much he got paid, but I'm pretty sure he didn't get paid not much. I'm guessing maybe $80,000 to $100,000 to take this fight. It wasn't pay-per-view. There's no hype around it. But yeah, man, it was a good knockout. Jake Paul was the first round. Anything first round is impressive, you know. And I know I'm saying this guy is a bum, but he still has some experience, right? Like, the lights were just too bright for him. That's just my opinion. Like, if you saw him before the fight, he was super nervous. Ariel Helwani tried to do an interview with him. He refused because he was so nervous. When he was walking out, the lights were just too big for him. So he probably also froze, right? He probably also froze. He's used to fighting nobodies. Out of nowhere, no one knows you. You're fighting Jake Paul, one of the most famous people. Of course you're going to be scared. So that had a factor to it too. But like, in my opinion, this guy is, he's just a bum boxer. I have nothing against him. Good. You got paid. That's great. But it doesn't mean you're a good boxer. But props to Jake Paul. He's getting better. I'm just curious to see who he's going to fight next. In my opinion, he should just fight people like this guy for like 5-6 times, build up a record, get better, and then fight someone good. And I'm sure that's what he's going to do, man. But let me know what you think it is in the comments. And it'll mean the world to me if you like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the noti. Thank you so much for watching.